All right, what's up, my dudes? Let's get this going. Kris, take it away with the recap.
Okay, so last time our group, after having arrived in Port Damali by way of teleportation circle from Rexentrum, met with Captain Thomas Morley and his crew at a tavern where they spent the afternoon actually, having some drinks, and then finally made their way down to the docks where they met a couple of sailors from another ship on the way, and then arrived at Morley's ship, Donovan's Bounty, where they were given a bit of a tour. Elidyr snuck a peek at something that was under a sheet, and they met the final member of Donovan's Bounty's crew, a teenage boy named Tycho, who's just sort of learning the ropes. And then they spent the night. Elidyr meditating up on the deck was visited again by this mysterious tiefling that they had met before, where they were given hopefully some sort of clarity or reassurance that the Moonweaver is watching and approves of Elidyr's journey. And then in the morning, as everyone was waking up, they noticed that the ship had started off. Morley and his crew had gotten up early and taken off, and they were at sea. Sven practiced one of his aquatic forms and had a little bit of trouble getting back onto the boat, but eventually was able to fly around for a while in his owl form and then make it back. And then as the group was sitting down to a somewhat bland dinner made by Tycho, they were alerted that some people, some monsters, something were attacking the ship, and it turned out it was some Sawinigan hunters coming after Donovan's Bounty, knowing that it has transported some of the shark hunters off of Palmaflora. They started to attack the boat, and it seemed a couple of them had some extra abilities that you wouldn't maybe have expected these aquatic nomadic creatures to have. The group fought them off, and that's where we ended off at the end of the battle, with a few of the dead lying on the deck of the ship. And that's where we are. What would you guys like to do?
Did we end up going to sleep after that? I can't remember.
I think we just finished it right at the end of the battle.
Right at the end of the battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, my brain is having issues with the fact that both of our campaigns are at sea right now, because I literally need to put storylines together.
Yeah, I almost got not scared there for a second. Yeah.
Sorry. So just as the last one is falling, Morley says, holy crap, guys! That was a pretty good battle, don't you think? Oh man, I don't suppose anybody uses your bard? Anybody here a bard?
Oh nope.
No, so. Am I? No.
Oh man, how am I get these cool pirate stories and boating stories with all this excitement, and there's nobody here to tell a story.
I'm really good at telling stories. They're a little long-winded, but
Well, look, I don't want to be green forever. I want to be orange someday, you know. So somebody's got to be telling my stories, talking me up.
So wait, do you just want us to tell everybody that you're orange?
No. I want you to tell them how awesome I am, so I can become orange. You know,
I don't like actual color, or like what are we talking about here?
Well, yeah. You know, us grung. There's there's a system. There's there's the lower downs and the higher ups. And I'm gonna be orange someday.
And your body actually changes color? Does my body do that? I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty new at everything.
Well, it doesn't happen very often, It's pretty strict, the kind of system that. Well, look, what are we talking about this for? You, by the way, can I ask you a favor? And could you not throw any more bombs on my ship? And he walks up to the front where you threw that bomb, and there's a little bit of a hole in the floor that's kind of scorched.
How big is the hole?
It's not very big. It's probably roughly a foot or two around, and it's kind of splintered. And he walks up to it and he looks down into it, and Tycho is down underneath, looking up from the sleeping kitchen area, and Tycho says, there's some splinters in the peas, but I think I can pick them out.
I would like to just walk up to the hole as he's referring to it, and just kind of have my sword behind my back and just kind of gesture at it wildly, trying to mend it.
Okay. Yep. And so if you're casting mending on it, then yep, that's able to be healed. It's small enough there.
What hole? My bombs are great.
What? You're doing some magic there. That's pretty cool. All right.
You might want to watch out on the how many bombs we are throwing on a ship this size. I do applaud your the amount of care you put into making those bombs, but I do think we have to be a little more careful on where we detonate them.
I mean, that's fair. I just, things did go splody for a while, and I really wanted to try it out. And I didn't expect it to ruin the boat.
Well, it's just be careful, okay?
Also, as an added bonus, it clearly did not ruin the boat.
Well, you clearly used some sort of magic to fix it, but that's all right. Just watch out. Just watch out. All right.
Speaking of fixing things, we need to fix the mast.
Oh, what happened to the mast? That's the
just
other
as
boat.
Grimdor says
Oh, crap.
Just as Grimdor says that, Zilch takes his weapon, spins it, and throws it into the mast, and like an attack into the mast.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Roll an attack. It works just fine.
Okay. I will roll. Okay. So if it hits the.
Is that really the other campaign? Son of a bitch.
If it hit. Oh shit! If it hits the mast.
Yeah.
I think it rolled in here.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will.
15
I will
hits a
walk up.
mast.
I'll walk up, and you'll see me kind of. You folks will kind of see me inspecting, feeling the wood behind it and around the blade, and then I'll pull it out and check. I'll just be inspecting it and checking it to see if it did in fact do cold damage.
Yeah, so it did do cold damage, and you notice as you whip it out, you're standing like 15 feet away, and the chain extends. The chain extends, and it like pings right into the wood and kind of it's twanging in there. It's sticking out, and if you wanted, you could pull that, and it would come right back to you.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll pull it and it'll come back, and I will inspect it, and I'll take a look at the weapon and ensure it's in working order.
Yeah, the weapon looks pretty much the same as usual, except you feel like it's almost like an optical illusion where when you're just holding it in your hands and it's in your bag, it's the same as it ever was, right? Just a couple of feet of chain attaching a wooden handle to a dagger of sorts. But at the same time, you were able to whip it out and hit this mast 15 feet away, and the chain extended the whole way. And it did, in fact, do. There's some frost on the mast, as well as a bit of a dig in it in the wood where the knife stuck in.
I will. I'll hold my weapon. I'll light up a cigarette, and I'll sit there with it in my lap and just continue to inspect it and look at it.
Okay. And what would everyone else like to do? Elidyr, what are you doing right now?
There's like a bunch of like the dead fish people, right?
There are.
Everywhere. I'll probably like go over to like the nearest one, just sort of like poke it with like my end of my bow, and then maybe like just look, like inspect it. Like, do I recognize these creatures at all, or I probably wouldn't because I've never been to the ocean.
Probably not, but go ahead and roll either a nature or a history check. I'm going to say with disadvantage.
Okay.
You are standing right next to one. The one that Zilch uppercutted and...
I've got the D&D Beyond. Oh, I haven't got... shoot. I'll just roll 2d20s. I've got a +1.
That's fine.
I got a 7.
All right. So, yeah, you don't recognize these guys. They seem like kind of fishmen of some sorts. They seem to have some crude spears. At least the one next to you seems to have some kind of a crude spear, but...
Yeah, I just sort of, like, poke him around a bit, and then I just Captain, what are these things? They look like fish, but they're big fish.
They're some kind of fish people, Sawinigan or something like that. I don't know. They those are the guys that are kind of pissed that everybody does the shark hunting. I mean, like, I feel kind of bad that we off them all, but like, what are you gonna do? They're coming on here into the boat and they're fighting us. They try to talk to me. I could have said, hey, whoa, it was those other guys. I was just a driver. Let's talk this over. I don't know. Did you see that one I killed though? Did you see that one I killed? I weaved back and forth and I like poked him right in the gut. And, oh man, that was awesome.
Sure. I guess.
I definitely saw that. I was right. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, you saw that? Oh yeah. You did you kill any of them? I didn't really notice.
Nope.
No? All right. Well, you were helping out. I saw you doing some weird shit with your hands. It was pretty cool. All right.
That's my middle name.
Weird shit with your hands?
My parents were very strange people.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'll bet. All right. Well, I guess we'll throw these guys overboard or something. The sharks will eat them probably.
Oh wait. I would like to find some trophies to remember this battle.
All right. So would you like to make an investigation check and see what you can find?
Sure. Oh, I'm really good at this. Sarcasm.
7 and a 2. Anybody else looking around for anything?
I kind of want to take a look and see if they have anything that's like worth it, anything on their bodies.
Okay, well, so let's say Grimdor, maybe you can be checking the ones down near the bottom of the ship, and Myrtle, if you were looking in that hole, you're right next to where one of them fell overboard.
Where like I think I killed one.
Yeah, the last one fell overboard, but there's one at the bottom of the stairs near where Sven was. And here, I can show you guys the thing from before again here, so you can see the ship. Might take a few seconds for you, but you go ahead and roll an investigation check as well. Grimdor, for yours, you kind of look around and there's just like this like fishy, slimy, scaly sort of skin on them. You see the crude spears. That's pretty much it. What did you get, Myrtle?
I got a 5.
A 5, yeah. That's about it. The only other thing is you did notice that the two of them that were doing some magic had swords. You both saw these swords, but when you go to look where they were, there aren't any swords. The one fell overboard, but checking out the other one, you do see instead of a sword, there's just kind of like a crude, like a club of sorts. It has some intricate wrappings on it, and some shells and feathers and various sort of things kind of attached to it. But it's really more of like a thin, like a baton or a club. It's pretty ornately decorated, but it doesn't seem like it's worth a whole lot. There's no jewels on it or anything, but it is interesting to look at.
Who's looking at
It's
that?
on the one that Grimdor is looking at, yeah?
You'd be the one down near
can I pick it up?
Nug and Grimdor. Yeah, sure you could. And you did get you said you got the shell necklace that this one was wearing as well.
Oh, right, I did take that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure that's in
So it's got it's got shells, and as you're inspecting it now, you can see that there's shark teeth on it as well.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, haha.
I thought no one was supposed to be able to hunt the sharks, or they were mad at us for hunting the sharks, but they have the shark teeth on the necklace.
Seems a little hypocritical to me.
Well, real life Kaya knows things about sharks.
Sven, why don't you roll a nature check?
All right. I mean, it's kind of all right.
I mean, Sven would know.
Well, no, Sven's nature isn't really the greatest.
It's funny that a lot of druids, it turns out, nature isn't.
Yeah.
12. Yeah, it's weird. Why would they have shark teeth if they didn't like people hunting sharks?
I mean, sharks don't. Never mind.
They lose teeth. I know.
Yeah,
Tyler
no,
knows.
We all know
Tyler's aware of this.
that. We all know that. All right, well, if you guys are done checking out these guys, can we just throw them overboard? Some of them are bleeding out onto my deck.
I'm gonna pocket that thing. What do we call it?
Sure.
Probably just a hilt.
No, it would be. So it doesn't look at all. It looks like it's a completely different weapon than what he was using in battle. It's like a baton of sorts.
Okay, and what are the names of these guys? Just so when I write it in, I can remember.
It's SAUH. I can't spell it out. I'll look it up for you.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to
Fish guys.
struggle to get the fish guy that I'm standing by overboard.
Yeah. Okay. Make a strength check.
This is gonna go well. Ooh, I rolled the exact same number last time, so that's a 2.
Yeah. So you're like, and it's just not really budging. You're sliding on it. The problem is it's so like slippery. Like every time you try to like lean or get some traction there, you just kind of like slide and slam down into the deck. You slip right off.
I would like to continue trying in a comical manner.
Okay. Sven, were you doing something there? Maybe not.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna the two in front of me. I'm gonna toss them overboard.
Oh, there we go. I was just going to help out with the bodies.
Okay, yeah. So,
sorry, guys. Yeah.
So as you guys are done looking through them and seeing that they don't really have a whole lot on them, you can all definitely toss the bodies off of the ship. And so at this point, your dinner is still downstairs waiting for you. If you want to go down and eat, you can. If you want to stay up top, you can do that too. Whatever you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
I will do the same.
Because it's fucking delicious and he did such a good job.
And so the crew is just gonna. Hazelwood gets to work, kind of mopping up some blood, and Lawrence is helping him, and Morley's climbed up on top of the mast into the crow's nest to kind of keep a lookout with the spyglass and make sure there's no more monsters coming. And so yeah, you guys can go down there and finish the rest of your dinner without incident. Tycho didn't quite get all of the splinters out of the peas, but he got most of them. As you're eating, occasionally maybe some of you find that there is like a bite or two in there.
Is it just us eating, or like?
Yeah, the crew's
crew
up top, and they're gonna probably come down in shifts afterwards to eat their food.
And are all of us down there? Like, did Zilch come down, or everybody, or?
Zilch came down, definitely. I enjoy my food.
Peas?
When did you become William Shatner?
And so
cloud fees.
Tycho is left at this point to go up top and see if anybody needs any help up there. So you guys are all alone down in the quarters/kitchen area.
All right. So then while we're eating, I'm just gonna come out and say, okay, so I have something I need to talk to you guys about.
What is it?
When we were in, oh my god, I can't remember the name of the damn thing.
Rexentrum.
Yes, when we were in Rexentrum, and I went to my meeting with Marshal Shamara, you noticed that I kind of came out there without my Righteous Brand outfit on anymore. I'm kind of, not doing that anymore.
Quite
and
upset
I know
you
no
didn't
one
get
asked
me any plate either.
Yeah, sorry about that. But no one really, I didn't really explain what happened. So I figured I should. Just full disclosure, and since we're traveling together and I trust you guys, I just think we should all know this. So I got kind of a promotion. I was let go from the Righteous Brand, but I'm now...
Wait, I feel like those are the opposite things.
I know, it's weird. And I just look around and make sure there's no one else around, and it's just us kind of thing. I'm looking kind of like sketchy, I guess, but I'm just kind of looking around, making sure, and so I now am kind of working behind the scenes, I guess you could say. I don't know if you guys know what the Ogden Trust is.
Right.
But it's kind of a, behind the scenes, not exactly public branch of the government of the Empire. Kind of works right for the king, and I was just asked to keep an eye out. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, honestly. But I'm apparently trusted, and I have good morals because I'm amazing, so they wanted me to do this. So I'm doing it. And I figured you should all know this, because it could get us in trouble, I don't know.
So let me get this straight. You got a promotion that you don't know anything about.
Exactly.
And you don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
But they gave you this new armor.
I don't think it's new.
They just told you to kind of go. Well, no, it doesn't look new. No.
It kind of sounds like they fired you.
In a way, yeah. But
are they still paying you?
I don't know. In the end, I pretty much got what I wanted because I wanted to get out of there anyway. That was my goal when we made it to Rexentrum, is I was done with the Righteous Brand.
I mean, my charisma is -1, but I think I probably could have talked my way into a better deal than that.
Maybe?
Are you sure they didn't just make up this position so that you weren't sad about being fired?
It could be, but there was a pretty big head honcho guy there. So I don't think they bring that guy out for no reason, I would assume. So that kind of added a bit of credibility to it for me. I knew the guy's name, but I've never met him before, but you kind of hear stuff, and he's a scary guy, I guess you could say. So, yeah. I'm not exactly sure what the whole situation is, to be honest, but I figured, full disclosure, you guys should know this, and also to keep it, don't talk about it probably, because it could probably get us all killed. Maybe? I don't really know.
Well, it seems congratulations are in order, and I'm going to chuck Nug on the arm, and in the other, I'm going to look and see if anybody's looking at the bread.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Yes. I'm really good at I am okay at these.
Just for the record, I'm looking at the bread.
Okay. As far as you know, nobody's looking at the bread.
My eyes are always on the bread and on everything else.
Bread and butter is just my bread and butter.
Hey. Okay. I just wanted to see if anybody
You're
was
welcome.
also checking out the bread.
Doug,
And
are you suggesting that perhaps we have a target on our backs from a righteous brand?
No, I definitely don't think that. But I don't know. The Ogden Trust is a dangerous organization. They're spies and they disrupt governments and they do things underhandedly. It's just, I'm not sure. I think I'm just supposed to be collecting information and stuff like that, and because of how interesting I am, I can get into spaces that other people can't. I'm a 7-foot tall orc, and most humans can't get into the same places that I can, so...
Just a quick question. If this position is so dangerous and you might have a target on your back based on it, would it not have been a little bit safer for us not to know?
Well, there's no target. I'm just letting you guys know because this is going to come up eventually.
No, that's totally fair. I totally understand.
I believe in open discourse, and I think we should be telling each other things like this because it benefits us all to know it more than just for me to know it, I think. So I think it's better to openly know this just in case, you hear something in passing or something happens or, And then when I do get information, I can tell you guys without anyone being like, hey, why didn't you tell us about this before? I can avoid that whole uncomfortable situation.
Fair,
Transparency.
Exactly.
I'm only
kind of what I do.
concerned because I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm not terribly good at keeping secrets. I mean, I'm not going to actively tell anybody, but I don't have a small mouth by any means.
It's okay. Don't worry. I trust you.
Okay, cool. I mean, just slap your hand across my mouth if you really need to at some point.
You notice Zilch kind of looks up at you and gives a nod and goes back to not paying attention.
Well,
Okay.
back to eating and festivities.
And so, yeah, you guys are able to finish off your dinner. There is drink to be had if you want it. There's wine and some ale. It's nothing fancy, but there is some there. Over the next little bit, the crew members do come down and join you one at a time. First Morley, and then Lawrence, and then Hazelwood. Just one at a time. They come down. They have some food and chat a little bit, and then head back up to keep working. If you wanted to talk to any of them here, you could. And if not, then the evening is yours. It's getting just starting to get towards dusk. You see another beautiful sunset on the water. And
What's the cucumber man's name?
Lawrence.
Lawrence, right. I'm going to look at Lawrence and nod, because he helmed the ship, right?
He was doing some of that, and Morley was doing some of that as well.
Right. I'm going to nod at him and say, "You helmed well, cucumber man." Yes. And with that, I'm going to pull out that puka shell necklace. And see if I can get it around my massive neck.
Yeah, so this guy was pretty big. It's it does fit, but just barely.
Like a Joker.
Not quite, but
That's radical, bro.
It was
Sick waves, bro.
it was pretty large on
That's
him, so
fucking
it's just
rad.
kind of on you.
Okay, so okay.
I watched Point Break last night, and it was fucking sweet.
I mean, Point Break is pretty sweet.
It is.
It's a great movie, yeah.
So I'm gonna say, sorry, Lawrence. You helmed well, my friend. Damn it. Was worth a shot.
And yeah, no, you doesn't help you understand him, unfortunately, or anything like that.
I had a thought maybe that's how they understood us.
You just look really radical.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it on. It's never coming off, even in the shower.
Oh, jeez.
It's so Swayze, bro.
Talking. So as you guys are talking about this, and maybe that was how they were understanding and whatnot, anybody who is paying attention to the conversation, why don't you make just a straight intelligence check?
Was this up on the deck?
Yeah. Anyone? Yeah, because remember Grimdor tried to talk to them and persuade them to not. Yeah. So it seemed like most of them did not seem to get it.
Yeah.
Sure. I was about to say like I'm dumb as a brick, but never mind.
Roll 20.
Oh, crit!
It occurs to you, Elidyr, that it seemed like those two that were a little higher up that they seemed to understand common.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yeah. The rest of them seemed a little more. I don't know. They had baser instincts, but the other two seemed a little more intelligent, a little more powerful, and they seemed to understand common.
Is Captain Morley about?
Yeah. He's down there having his dinner.
Captain, have you ever? Do you know much about these Saugin?
Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about them. They live in some kind of reef nearby or something. I don't know. Yeah, they caused some trouble, but only because people are pissing them off.
Have you ever known one to know common, maybe, or?
I don't really know a whole lot about them. I mean, I guess it's possible. It's they don't come out and talk with anybody. They don't like come on the land and try to make a deal or something. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know where they picked it up. Maybe they learned it from some of the other tribes on the island. They don't really talk to the normal land folk.
Okay. Yeah. It just seemed like some of them understood us.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. They got some kind of powers or something from something. I don't know. Not really into all that stuff.
How's the ship doing?
Oh yeah, it's fine. They scratched up the hull a little bit, but honestly, the hull was already pretty scratched up. So no harm, no foul.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I mean, we could use a paint job, but I ain't got no paint.
I don't think I've ever used paint before.
I don't think there's anything you can do to help. Thanks, though.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. I just love so
I'm gonna go down there after they're done talking, or as they're talking or ending their conversation. I'm gonna ask Morley, do you have any books on this ship? Any anything that could be useful? Books, yeah.
Like you just want something to read while you're hanging out or something?
Yeah, or maybe just possibly read about seafaring beings or anything. I'm not sure. Do you have any sort of a library set up here, or a chest of books?
Not really a library. I'm not much of a reader. Lawrence, he's a big reader. He reads all kinds of shit.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah,
I should have asked Lawrence, honestly. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. He's got a bunch of books. Most of them are like churchy gaudy books. He's into all these different gods. I don't know. He likes them all, I guess. He's always checking out stuff on different ones.
No, does Lawrence, does he like to does he read the common tongue?
Lawrence?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Lawrence, he doesn't speak common, but he understands it just fine, and he reads it. I think he knows a few languages. Actually, he's a pretty smart guy.
That is very good to know. Thank you.
I'm gonna go find Lawrence.
All right, so you can go and find Lawrence. He's up on the deck, pointing at some stuff that he wants Hazelwood to take care of.
Doug, I believe I have a book here that I've coming through that may have some information of sea creatures. I currently forget the name of the book, but
oh yeah, you've got a book, something about
Creatures for Dummies.
No, it's about secret pathways in the Dwendalian Empire or something to that effect.
Oh.
We've got it somewhere, but
yeah, I can't remember. But Doug, I'll let you know if I find anything with sea creatures for you.
Appreciate it. Nice. All right, I'm still gonna go find Lawrence.
All right, so you go find Lawrence.
Yeah. Hey, Lawrence. Good job helming the ship and fighting. That was pretty impressive, I gotta say. I agree. I was wondering, do you have any books that I could look at?
And he
Awesome.
he kind of beckons for you to follow him, and he takes you down into the meeting room that was just off of Morley's bedroom, where you see the round table thing with a big sheet over it, and there's some shelves in there and some little chests, and he kind of opens up one of the chests and he rummages around, and he grabs out a few books from there, and he passes them over, and one just looks like it's some kind of a fiction book. It's pretty damaged. The cover is damaged, so you can't read what the title is, but it's just some sort of a chapter book of fiction. And then he's got one that talks about basic ship repair, and then he's got one that talks about the Wild Mother. It's kind of a religious text that gives an overview of the Wild Mother and who she is and what she's into. And then there's a couple of other similar books, one on Bahamut, one on Pallid, and one on another god. The cover's damaged on that one, so you'd have to read it to find out what that one is.
All right. Do you mind if I borrow these while we're on the ship, Lawrence?
So he nods, yes.
Oh, all right. Awesome. And so it was, the Wild Mother book and two
the
with
Wild
the ripped
Mother
off cover. And then
yeah,
the other book?
yeah, and the Wild Mother, Pallid, and some other god, and one about basic ship repair, and one that looks like a fiction novel.
All right, cool. I should take them all in my arms and bring them to our area so I can take a look at them.
Yeah, for sure.
In my free time, I just want to kind of see what I'm interested in the Pallid one the most, but I want to look at the two ripped ones and kind of read a bunch of pages to see what the gist is of them, see if maybe they're about seafaring creatures or whatever.
Okay.
But when I get free time or whatever.
Yeah, it would take you a bit of time to read through those, but if you want, you can definitely sit and do that. It's getting into the evening now, and there's an oil lamp on in there, and you could definitely just sit in a hammock and read.
All right, I want to go find Sven too, and I want to give him the Wild Mother book and ask him if he wants to take a look. Thought it was interesting.
I mean, I do need a bit of light reading while I'm on here, so I don't see what harm it could do.
All right, I'll hand him the book. Let me know how it ends.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was a joke. I'm just joking. It's probably not that kind of book.
The religious texts are usually a little more preachy.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've been avoiding that kind of stuff my whole life.
It's interesting for the alignment that you have gone with, but I keep it all the same.
Indeed.
Okay.
Definitely don't need a god to be what I am. Morals don't come from a deity.
I think that as a paladin, that's kind of the main driving force. But I mean, if you've done it so far without having to go down that road, then by all means.
Oh yeah, for some I think it is, but not all paladins prescribe to a certain deity.
Fair
Not
enough.
all paladins. Hashtag.
Hashtag not all paladins. Okay. What does everyone else want to do this evening? Grimdor, what are you up to?
So right now, what are we? What are the conditions? We're just sailing nicely, heading in the right direction.
It seems like a calm evening. It's just gotten past sunset at this point, so it is dark, but not like night. It's probably like 8 or 9 p.m. And it's just like a calm sailing evening. You're sailing through the night.
Okay, so I'll probably just stay inside the ship, and I will maybe take some time to try to discover or investigate or attune to this baton that we picked up.
Okay. So you can spend some time with that. And after about an hour with it, you find it doesn't really seem magical.
Okay.
Which is odd because it seemed like it was a different weapon, and you definitely saw the creature casting spells through what he was holding. But for some reason now this one seems very normal. It's basically just a stick. So mechanically, this would count as a club.
Okay.
It is like physically more of like a baton, but it would count as a club if you wanted to use it as a weapon.
Okay. Then coming to the conclusion that it's just a stick, I'll put it back in my satchel.
Okay.
And hold on to it.
And if you spend time with the necklace, you find basically the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Then I will. That's it. That's kind of all I'm hoping to do for today.
Okay. So you're able to just kind of relax, sit around, listen to whatever other people are doing. Zilch, what are you doing this evening?
Zilch is enjoying nice food and just relaxing, taking in the atmosphere, casually listening, and if whether appropriate, I will pair out to the sea.
Okay, yeah, you could definitely go up onto the deck, and it's a calm night on the water. Doesn't seem to be any animals around. It's just you hear the waves crashing against the hull, and it's a nice night. It's not overbearingly hot. In fact, it's out here on the water, and after sunset, it's actually a little brisk, and you don't mind it. This is pretty comfortable for you out here. It's a nice, cool ocean breeze.
Beautiful.
Myrtle, what are you up to?
I'm gonna grab myself a blanket and set myself up on the deck in like a little nest and take out the smoking tools and the smoking book and like do some more reading and do some more practicing with like my tongue between my teeth.
Okay. So first we'll get you to do a straight intelligence roll.
Okay, I'm not using this dice anymore. It's rolled 2 in a row. Oh my god! So I rolled a 3 for a 6.
Okay, so a 6 and a dexterity roll.
All right. Okay. That's also going to dice jail. Number 3. Sorry, dexterity?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a 10.
Yeah, so it's a little darker than last time you were trying to do that. There is a nice bright full moon out, but it's kind of dark, and you're trying your best to remember what it was that you had gotten close with the night before, and just can't seem to make your fingers do it. It's a little chilly actually now, as it's getting later into the evening, and the tips of your fingers are kind of numb, and you just can't make it happen.
I need to like sage my dice or something because all of these D20s are garbage.
Elidyr, are you doing anything this evening?
I don't think anything specifically. I'm maybe just enjoying like sitting out on the boat, watching the ocean.
Okay. And Sven, anything else from you?
No, I will just take a look at this book and give it a read.
Okay, perfect. So you start to read through the book, and it just talks about the Wild Mother and her love and protection of all things natural in the world, be it the ocean, the forest, the plants, the animals, yeah, it just says a lot about the Wild Mother.
Nice. Okay.
And what her teachings are.
This woman's not too bad by the sounds of it. I don't mind her.
Second there, I thought you said what her kinks are. It's like, really? Well,
I mean,
I know she's a dom.
I mean, everybody's.
I mean, she is the Wild Mother, so.
Hey.
I can't say I'm not intrigued.
I'd do her.
But yeah, just as the evening goes on, you guys start to slowly get tired, and one by one you turn in, and you have
a watch.
If you'd like to.
Yeah, I think so. Didn't we do half up and then half down?
You certainly can, yeah. I assume Elidyr is up on the deck, and Myrtle's up on the deck, and Zilch is up on the deck already. If you guys wanted to,
as a note,
be part of a first watch.
Myrtle's going to keep trying with her smoking book and like her smoking tools until she literally falls asleep on top of them. So if you want to wake her up for like last watch,
sure.
She's determined.
Are you filled with determination?
So much determination. That tongue does not leave those teeth.
Okay, so if Elidyr and Zilch want to do first watch, they can.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check, see if you see anything.
24.
24. Anything from you there, Zilch?
Zilch rolls in 11.
Okay. Yeah, Zilch, you don't see anything, and Elidyr, neither do you. It's just a nice, calm night.
Are there any pretty fish or dolphins or anything like that?
You think you see something that could be some sort of a dolphin or a whale or something. Well, do you know what dolphins or whales are? You see something out in the water.
You see a big
way
fish.
Off in the distance. Yeah, it could be a big fish. It's hard to say. It's pretty far off in the distance, and I don't think you'd know what it was even if it was in range. But you see something.
I imagine at some point, like, whoever's like on the watch just sees me like running along the ship to try and get a better look at whatever it is.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
And it's pretty far off, and you don't really get any kind of good look at whatever it is, but you did see something out there, some fish or something.
I'm not gonna like dive into the water or anything.
That'd be crazy. Who would do that?
Yeah.
Sven?
The fucking guy that can turn into a fish. That's who would do it.
Okay. Who would like to take the next watch?
I'll do it.
I will take it as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
While we're doing the watch, can I throw a bucket into the water, pull up some salt water, and maybe stick this baton thing into the water to see if anything happens?
Yeah, sure you can.
Cool. Oh God, it's gonna be one.
Yeah,
of those
so
nights.
you tie a bucket. There's a bucket's easily found, and you tie that to the end of a rope and dip it down there. And Sven probably sees what you're doing and comes over to check it out.
Because I definitely have rope.
You got your Mr. Rope, and you guys are paying more attention to this bucket than anything else. You don't see anything else around, but you pull up some water, and it's not a big enough bucket that you can fully submerge this baton, but you can get it about half to 2/3 of the way in, and it doesn't seem to do anything.
Even what if I wet my hands and hold it with wet hands? Salt water.
Sure, go for it. Yeah, you can do that, and every little thing you seem to try to do with it doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay. Sven, you understand magic, right? Unmute your mic.
I do have a pretty rudimentary understanding of it, yes. What can I help you out with? I was definitely talking that whole time, and no one
you definitely saw the mermen with this, right? The fish guys with the baton, and then the weapon that was like flamey and bony and cool, right?
Yeah, it looked pretty cool what was happening.
Well, what do you make of this? And I'm gonna hand it to Sven, because it means nothing to me.
Well, let me take a look at it.
Go ahead then, Sven, and make an Arcana check.
I'm determined to figure this out.
21.
21.
Oh, nice.
21. With a 21, you've heard of warlocks. You've both heard of warlocks. Sven, you've heard of warlocks that are able to do special things with weapons, and maybe an ordinary object can be given power by their patrons, and that might be what this was.
So basically, for you and I, it's fairly useless, but it is an instrument that I believe a warlock type of person might, or fish, or whatever it is, might be able to use to imbue with some power, to use it as kind of like what I do with my sphere. When I cast spells, it's an influence, an arcane point of power that you can shoot things out of and do stuff like that. So to you and I, it's just a club, but to that fish thing, it was something a little bit more powerful.
Oh, would it hold any residual devilishness?
That I don't know. I don't believe so. I think once it's out of the hands, then that's all there is to it. But then again, I don't know exactly.
Well, would you like to keep it? Because I would keep it as a trophy.
You are more than welcome to keep it as a trophy. I don't think that I have much use for it. Unless DM from that 21, could I glean any magical influence on it, or is it just a club now?
No, it seems like it's just a club.
I think you should keep it, Grimdor. It is your trophy.
Aye, we shall remember this battle. The Battle of the Donovan's Bounty.
Yes, although we're not supposed to say that Donovan guy's name, right?
Oh, yeah, right. You're correct.
So let's do like, let's do the Battle of Grimdor's Bounty.
I like that.
Perfect. We'll stick with that for the name.
I think it's delightful.
And the rest of your watch goes without anything untowards happening.
Nice.
Beautiful.
You guys can see Myrtle asleep on the deck with a book and some spilt tobacco on her lap.
Rolling paper stuck on her lips.
Yeah, sure.
I'll pat her gently on the back. Myrtle.
What?
Oh my God! How are you loud even when you're quiet? I believe it's your turn for the watch.
You just surprised me.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's okay. I can do a watch. I just like pack up all my stuff and I'm good. I'm gonna wrap myself in the blanket though.
Would you like some bread?
I think I'm good, but thank you.
Oh.
Bread, Dad.
Pocket bread.
And then
Grimdor at friggin' Olive Garden.
Would you like some bread?
Unlimited bread.
And then as you guys go down to go to sleep, you could wake Nug up if you wanted for a last watch.
Yeah, I'll take a watch.
Are you waking him up or am I waking him up? Turn on your mute.
I can wake him up. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'm cooking dinner. I haven't eaten in hours.
Should have packed some bread.
I should have packed some bread myself.
You can just eat bread anytime.
I'm going to walk up to Nug and create water in a little cup that I have with me, and I'm going to toss it on his face and go, Nug, we're sinking. Wake up! It's all happening so quickly.
Wow.
What is he thinking about? What is he thinking about? What?
No. Wake up. It is time for your watch.
Oh. Why am I all wet?
I was fucking with you. That's all that was happening there. But
Oh.
you didn't react the way I wanted you to, so I apologize. I will destroy water and dry him immediately.
Oh.
Prestidigitation.
I enjoy it.
Okay, I'm going to bed. I'm glad you enjoyed my trick. You are now dry. You're welcome. It is a bit breezy out there, so make sure you dress a little warmer.
Oh, I will, and I'll grab my pillar book and I'll say, "Hey, Sven, remember, if you're hungry, make sure you can always ask Grimdor for some bread. I'm pretty sure he's always got some."
Did I hear that?
Yeah, I mean, you're still awake. It's not a huge room.
I'm gonna turn and just give him like the dirtiest look ever. That's it. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna engage.
I'll just whisper to Sven. Never mind. I think he wants to keep the bread. I'll just walk up onto the deck.
He's just saving up for us for later.
It'll be a grand feast.
Just bread.
Yeah.
Only bread.
Just month-old bread.
from like fresh to like all the spectrum of stale.
Some of it's dried, some of it's molded. You don't know which is which.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go on up top with your book if you want. You see Myrtle out there. What are you doing, Myrtle?
Can I keep watch while continuing to roll cigarettes?
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception at disadvantage.
Okay, that is fair. I mean, oh no. Oh, I regret.
Wait, what did Nug just roll for?
5.
Perception.
All right. Well. Oh, crit!
Oh, yeah, 21. You see Myrtle struggling with her rolling papers and tobacco. You see eventually the sun start to rise off back the direction that you guys were coming from. You see somewhat of a mountain range off in that direction as well. There's mountain ranges actually in a few different directions That's what you're able to see of land from where you are, and not to the south, but to the east, the west, and to the north. Although it's a lot closer in the direction that you're going, or maybe just a little bit north of where you're going. It's the closest mountain range, but you do see them around in all directions. But you are starting to see some birds, so you get the sense that you're maybe a little bit closer to land. Anything else you guys want to do while you're out there on your watch?
No, I'm just gonna read my book for like
I just
10
want to
minutes
keep
at a time
practicing.
and then walk around and take a look.
Also, I want to make sure before Zilch comes up on deck, I want to make sure I put it away before he sees me.
Okay. So
And maybe when I see her struggling too, I'll just walk over and just cast Bless on her while she's trying to make some cigarettes.
okay, perfect. Well, let's get you to roll another intelligence and dexterity check.
Sweet.
Wait, does Bless give me a +4 on like both those rolls, or do I choose?
Plus
D4.
D4.
Oh,
and
it's a
yes,
D4,
it's
okay.
yeah.
So
do
it's
it
I
on both.
choose. I do it on both. Okay.
You can do it on both.
Oh my god. Okay, so the intelligence one was first.
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, so I rolled a 2 and a 1 plus
Okay.
intelligence, so that's 6.
So
Okay.
last
This
session
is not
we were all
stopping.
You
critting, and this
need to
session it's just-
baptize your fucking.
I need to
demon.
I'm gonna like fucking get some sage and just like bless them and try to get the demons out of them because they're okay. So here goes the dexterity.
Just use
Holy
Exercise.
fuck!
Or a Ouija
Okay.
board.
No, those will make your demons worse. I already have one. 8, 9, 10. Okay, I got an 11 for
think
the
that's the
dexterity.
Okay. So
No, it's not with me. It's still in Ontario.
It seemed at first when you first started working through the initial chapters of the book, it all made sense. This seems straightforward enough, and it seemed like you were getting it. But as you're getting towards the end of the book, it's a little bit more complicated and hard to understand. It is a kind of a boring textbook, and I get the sense that Myrtle gets bored pretty easily with a big long textbook. It's not very interestingly written, and it's just hard for you to focus and concentrate and really get what they're trying to show you here. But if you keep at it,
sad? Yeah, you know what makes me really sad?
what's
Her
that?
intelligence and her dexterity are her two highest stats.
Yeah, true. But I'm guessing Myrtle doesn't have the greatest attention span for stuff like that.
Yeah, probably not for the smokes. But
Yeah.
they do light on fire, so there's a little bit of interest.
Yeah.
But
If she keeps at it, I'm sure she'll get it.
yeah, no, we're gonna keep.
She'll
working on
eventually
this.
not roll a 1.
It's gonna take a whole real life year.
So,
I was gonna
yeah.
ask you, like, reading my Paylor book, have I learned anything reading the small amount that I've read?
Yeah. So you read about, first of all, the commandments of the Dawn Father, which are be ever vigilant for evil. People are quick to forget the lessons of the past. Help relieve the suffering of the innocent wherever it exists. Deliver the light of the Dawn Father where darkness dwells with kindness, compassion, and mercy. You find a couple of other things in there. You find out that his holy day is High Summer on the 15th of Sidenstar. You know that he's one of the... You probably already knew, you definitely would have already known that he's one of the 6 approved deities in the Dwendalian Empire. You also... I'll get you to make a history check.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's come through.
Did I get disconnected?
I can hear you.
Oh,
You're
I
still there.
clicked the
Disconnected.
I clicked the Beyond 21, but it's not.
There
Oh,
it
there we
goes.
go.
Oh.
An 11. So there is an emblem, a symbol of Paylor that's reprinted a few times through the book, and in fact, it's on the cover as well. And and it looks familiar to you. You definitely remember seeing it on the big Chantry of the Dawn in Rexentrum, the big church there. But it seems familiar, like you've seen someone wearing it, but you can't place who.
And growing up, I was trained by a surrogate paladin father, essentially, who taught a lot of little things from a lot of the different gods. Not one specifically, but just lessons across the spectrum.
Yeah, so you definitely would have heard of this, and some of the things in here
though
seem familiar to you, absolutely. You can swear that you've seen somebody wearing this symbol, but you can't place who. That's about what you get while you're watching and reading through the book.
All right.
Okay, and then morning comes. The crew comes up, and first you see Morley. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing up here?"
Watching for stuff.
Reading.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could do a watch. We used to do that, but like, I don't know. It's almost never an issue. I mean, it was an issue today, but what are you gonna do? You gotta live dangerously, you know.
Not die.
Hey, I haven't died yet.
You make a solid point. I can really
Yeah, that's
argue
true.
that.
Yeah.
I've been in some dangerous shit, so I think I'm doing all right. I like to live dangerously. Ain't nobody gonna turn orange being safe.
That's a good point.
What is the cactus man doing?
Lawrence, yeah, he was up on top briefly, but he's just gone back down under deck.
Can I go find him?
Yep, for sure. You're able to locate him. He's in the common room, sitting there, eating something out of a bowl. It looks like maybe a bowl of cereal. He's just sitting there. He's not very tall, so he's sitting at the table at a regular chair, and he's eating this bowl of cereal or something, and his legs are just kind of dangling, and he's like dangling them back and forth like a little kid would, sitting at a chair they're too short to reach the floor on.
Lawrence, do you have a moment? I'll take that as a yes. Would I have a piece of parchment with me, or would there be a piece of paper on the table or something like that?
Something could be found, sure, that you could write on.
Okay, yes. I will look at him and I will go, so I hear you speak the common tongue. Do you know how to write it? And I'll pass the paper over to him, or the parchment over to him, so that he can write down his answer.
So you pass it over to him, and he kind of like looks down at his arms, and you look down, and they're just like round nubs. He has no like fingers.
There might be a way for me to just lash this to your arm.
Grim has rope.
Can you? I have rope too. So he kind of stops you and says, and then he jumps down, and then he like gets down on the ground and like mimics acting like some kind of an animal, and then he points at you.
Yes, but I do turn into an animal, you are correct. But I just remember that I have this really fun ability that lets me talk to any creature at a time. It can speak telepathically with me for an hour.
Okay.
And if you
are you able to post that up so I can?
Yeah.
See it.
It's the mind link.
You can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for 1 hour. To use this ability, the creature must be able to see you and must be within this trait's range. You can give this ability to only one creature at a time.
That's cool.
It's not very clear though whether it like.
It doesn't say humanoid.
Well, it says creature, which is any.
Yeah,
that
but
works.
it can
So I'm gonna
speak to
deep
you.
dive.
But okay,
I
go ahead.
believe I believe they can message me with the intention that they wish, or I'll get what they're saying from the mind
You
link.
get
but let
the
me-
gist of what they're saying, even though
Yeah.
they don't speak the same
yeah,
language as
mind
you.
link 5e. Any creature.
Okay, let's just
Also, you
say
do not
that's
you do
good.
not have to share a language with the creature for it to understand your messages, which are informed telepathic. Even the creature should be able to understand at least one language, or else it should be telepathic, else it should be telepathic itself.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever a creature.
Yep,
gives
that's
creature
fine.
Ability to speak. Yeah.
Okay, so so you cast this.
Yes.
Oh, this helps
and
too.
I-
Or actually, wait. If you're gonna do it, it's alright. I was just gonna say a creature is a player character or DM controlled monster, including constructs, monsters, plants, undead. So
This
it
is how
can
I
pretty
speak
much
with
be
people while
whatever
in
you
my
like.
animal
Yeah,
forms. Yeah.
it's whatever the DM
Yeah, it was-
considers. creature.
It was just that he's not able to speak that language. That was
Yeah.
my concern.
Oh, I gotcha.
Right.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
will
say
go,
it's gonna work. Yep.
Yeah, I will say yes. I am the one that has turned into the animals. Now, can you are you understanding what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get you to jump over into the Whispers chat with me.
Damn.
Whispers.
Whispers.
Sorry, Greg, I'm failing miserably with trying to do the same thing as "Oh, crit!
Oh, crit!
Oh, whisper!"
Oh god.
Oh, no! Whisper, right?
Whispers.
Whisper. All of us whisper.
Whisper, 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 whisper.
D&D Beyond.
I feel like that's more creepy than anything.
Okay. All right. That's all right.
I want to know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I was so excited to actually like get the gist of kind of what Lawrence was putting across, but no, of course not. No, just whispers.
Dang it. Boop, boop,
Now,
boop, boop, boop.
are we interrupting their whisper on the stream
I
or
don't
no?
think so. I think it's like a
No, they're in their own Discord channel.
yeah.
Okay. I just thought maybe you. Honestly, Greg, I think you have a ridiculous talent to do shit like that. So I'm like, are you able to somehow make this whisper? Like, I don't know.
I feel like that would be like a really easy way for us to cheat because we could listen to the stream later and be like, "Oh, that's what he said. I now know it."
Oh, see, I wouldn't do that. Come on.
I'd do it. I fully admit to like. I mean, we're gonna listen. Some of us listen to the stream just to remind ourselves. So
Yeah, I watched like the last half
Amazing.
hour of every stream just to remember.
That's amazing.
we
You're like,
1000% do it.
you're like, I would. It's so
There's
good.
a lot of
I
stuff that
100%
Are you-
would. If
are
it's
you the
possible, I
same
100%
person?
would.
Are you the same person that when you're playing like two-screen, say, like a two-person shooter game, and you look on the other player's screen to see where they
Oh
are?
no. It's only to
All
a certain
right.
extent. I feel like the whispers are just like if they made it so easy that we could listen to it in the stream, then like
Oh, yeah.
I would have a hard time not doing it. But at the same time, I'm also not one of those people that like say if we're playing like a module or something, I'd never go up and look up the storyline if I haven't played it. I also
will-
prefer not to look up stats or anything of like creatures and stuff, so I don't know that shit.
Yeah,
I don't know how people memorize.
I would 100% listen to the whispers. It'd be sick. But I
would
can
just-
like easily separate metagame. I can separate like
so
out
cool.
of.
I mean,
character.
I can too, to an extent. I mean, like, there's
Yeah.
some stuff in this campaign that I knew what those magic frog dudes or fish dudes were as
Yep,
soon as
same.
they came up, because critical role. But
I just want to point out that I would 100% look at the other screen in GoldenEye.
I used to. 100%.
I
We
feel like
used to
it's a part
build
of the
like
strategy
cereal
in
box
GoldenEye,
dividers and
wasn't it?
shit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a legitimate strategy. That was a
Yeah.
talent to doing that properly.
Amazing. That's so good.
also,
I
if you
miss
can multitask
GoldenEye.
like that in a video game, I mean, like, kudos to you. I feel like it became like super, super looked down on around Halo.
Yeah, I never played much Halo.
I
never did either. I've never been a shooter person.
At that point, it was like multiple screens. At that point, I was playing like Halo Online, so I'd have to share screen.
All right, we're back.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back.
Whispers.
Oh my god! That's horrible! I'm kidding. It's all good.
All right,
Just stop killing Lawrence.
stab. So yeah, your morning is here. You've got a day on a boat to do whatever you'd like. You can start to see that land is there off in the distance.
You're not going to tell us anything, Sven? What, WTF?
You don't know what he did. He just went downstairs.
I'm gonna go have a nap on the hammock and eat some food.
I hate you so much right now.
I guess Myrtle's gonna eat some breakfast and then continue to be like stupidly diligent with this fucking smoke shit.
Okay. So you guys can eat and let's do one more roll on the set of rolls on the ship here and see how you do.
Please don't do this to me. This is the worst I've rolled in my entire life.
You're getting them out of the way.
Hopefully, I don't know.
Am I around when she's doing this, or is she stealthily doing this away from?
I'm stealthily doing this away from Zilch because you know.
Right.
Okay, so the intelligence roll is a 15. So that's better. It's better. I'm not too optimistic, but you know, we're getting there. And that's better too. A 17 for the dexterity roll.
Okay. So you are able to put together, after a number of tries, what seems like a serviceable cigarette. Doesn't look quite as well put together as the one that the ones that Emmeline makes, but it certainly seems serviceable. It could be smoked.
Okay, I'm going to wait to tell Zilch until my cigarette rolling gets perfected.
Okay.
So we're just going to sit on that for a while.
Okay. You've definitely made some good progress, and the DC going forward will be a little bit lower.
Yay! My dice can stop betraying me, maybe. I'm just turning into Ashley. That's what's happening.
Anybody else want to do anything else on the ship? You do start to see land coming off in the distance there.
I'd like to quickly check the dining area for extra bread. Like
Okay,
laying around bread.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, 17. You are able to find a couple of loaves of bread down there and various other foods as well. There are things like bread that would travel well if you're interested in taking any of those as well. Things like potatoes, for example. Apples.
I need light things. Maybe some apples. Oh, that'd be all right. Yeah. Can I take a couple? Let's see how many loaves of bread and apples I could carry.
There are 3 loaves of bread there, and there's a small bushel of apples.
And nobody's watching, right?
Nobody's watching. You're alone in there at this point.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna snag those if that's possible.
You're gonna take all of it?
Yeah. I get. I mean, well, how much? I'd only want like a couple apples. How many people do we have in the group? We have 5, 6.
6?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
Yeah.
So I'll take 6 apples if that's available.
6 apples, and are you taking all 3 loaves of bread?
Yeah, if I can carry it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's bread.
Yeah.
You might have to. Your bag's starting to get a little bit full. You might have to either take out some of the stale bread or smush some stuff down a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it could be done.
Okay, sweet.
And at this point, you're all able to, if you're standing on the deck, you're able to start to see a town come into view. And you notice now that you're a little bit closer, you can see that there's the mainland that juts out, but then there seems to be a long bridge that connects an island. And I say a long bridge, it's probably only like 40 feet or so. And then on the other side of that bridge is a small island, and you can see that there's buildings on both sides. So it seems like the town of Palmaflora exists both on this island and extends off onto the mainland a little bit as well. But you guys are sailing towards the island portion of it, and there's a couple of docks there, and a couple of smaller, looks like fishing boats, smaller than Donovan's Bounty, that are up at the docks. But you finally make your way and come into port in Palmaflora.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
We made
despite our best efforts, we have made it to our destination. At least
Despite
one-
our best efforts?
Well, I mean the sea folks' best efforts.
Oh, okay.
The ones that tried to kill us, yes.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
So Morley says to you guys, I just we gotta unload some stuff here. We got some little shipments for the people here at Palmaflora. We're not gonna be here too long, like an hour or two, and then we can head back out. I can take you out to Sudakoto. Take a couple of hours or whatever. There's a bar over there, and there's some little shops or market kind of stands up out towards the bridge, just off of the town square there. There's a big statue. You can't miss it. Go to the statue, and then it's right near there. And you can get a drink down by the beach, or do a little bit of shopping at the stands, whatever you want. But like, don't take too long. Just a couple hours or something.
Roger that.
Okay.
Hey.
And so you guys are able to disembark from Donovan's Bounty and onto the dock that leads out to a nice white sand beach. And why don't we take this chance and maybe take a break right here?
Take
Sweet.
a fiver.
Good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, 5-10 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Beauty.
See you in a bit.
All right, guys,
All
we'll
right.
be right back. We're going to break time. Alrighty, we're back. Guess who's back? Nothing?
Nope. Can't steal that again, bro.
All right, Chris, take it away.
All right, so you guys have just gotten off of Donovan's Bounty onto the dock, and you see a white sand beach ahead of you. You can see off to the left. It looks like there's the tavern that you were told about. There's some people out there. You can hear some people chatting and laughing, and there's a bit of a fence, so you can't really see into it too much. But you do also see some tables and benches out in front of it, out towards the beach a little bit, and then off to the right, sort of, and in front of you, you can see that there is a bit of a town square. You see a big statue. Not really sure from here what it's of, and there's maybe some other buildings off in the distance. Where would you like to go?
I would like to purchase a forgery kit. So a general store of some sort? Or like, I don't know.
I would say that
Where
you
to
would have been
purchase that.
provided with that forgery kit by...
Oh, was I? Oh,
yeah.
okay, then never mind.
When he showed you
then.
how to use it, he gave it to you. But you could get more supplies for it if you wanted.
I'm
or you
good for
could
now.
try to, anyway.
No, I think I'm good. It's a fresh kit. I'm probably good.
Yeah.
I'd like to peruse the market stalls if that's possible, and just see what's there.
Yeah, so you were told that they were just off of the town square, which you would assume would be that statue. You could make your way up that way. Does anybody else want to go with Grimdor?
I'll go with Grimdor.
Is there a
So-
bakery?
I don't know.
I don't like baked goods.
Well, nobody asked you, Zilch.
Well, I'll take your
Certainly
bread.
go and find out if you want it, Doug.
No, I'm
I
Okay,
would like
so-
to put my feet in that white sand.
Yes, you do, and it's soft and warm, and this is nice. You can see the appeal.
I'm good here. I'm just gonna
Carve out a little Myrtle-sized hole and just like wiggle my toes in the sand for like 3 hours.
Yeah, perfect. That can easily be done.
gonna go with Zilch and Grimdor, actually.
Okay, Nug and Zilch and Grimdor. Elidyr, what are you doing?
So yeah, I was talking. I had myself muted. I was gonna go with Grimdor and Sven to look at the markets and stuff.
Yes, Sven, are you going too?
I will go along with him as well and try to keep an eye on just kind of everything. I want to kind of take in the sights a little bit and just
Don't forget,
look out for people being stupid.
keep a low profile here, folks. We
Yes.
have, yeah. We're not looking for any trouble.
After Grimdor says that, I'm just gonna look at him and be like, I'm a 7-foot tall orc, and you're a dragonborn. who's
You're
about just the
massive.
same
The
way.
lowest of the profiles.
I don't
I am
think.
generally
yeah.
tall, but not as tall
Just-
as you two.
Just
Fuck.
stay out of trouble, okay?
But crouching help?
Elidyr just
not.
disappears. She's gone.
All right, so Myrtle's going to stay and hang out in the sand, and I think everybody else is going to make their way towards the center of town. So as you get towards the center there, you do see this big statue there. I will get everyone to make a religion check.
We finally something that I'm efficient.
Oh shit! Wait, you cut out for me. What am I doing?
Religion.
Oh my
check.
god.
Religion.
Oof. All of
Something
us.
I'm proficient.
Oh, great!
Oh yeah.
Nice. That makes up for our dirt ass rolls.
So you guys get up to this statue, and it's pretty big, and everyone's kind of puzzling about it, like, I wonder what this statue is. And Elidyr, you're a little shorter, and you're probably following behind, and you poke out from behind Nug and Grimdor, and you recognize it right away. That this is Cord, the Stormlord. You've probably done some reading
Cord?
about him at some point. Cord,
Cord. Like
Kord.
AORD.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's he the god of? Why not?
Storms.
Storm.
He's
Oh.
the
Probably don't know
Stormlord.
where he is with that roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Cord, the god of storms.
That's
According to who?
cool.
According to me.
Oh. No,
Good enough
Cord-
for me.
Okay, never mind.
Oh wow.
And
What's he look like? What kind of statue does it look like?
I don't know. Use your imagination. Let me look it up. Like,
Cool.
Best answer
That's the
ever.
best answer DM's ever had.
I don't know. Just
probably
like,
should have
think
figured
about
that
it
out
for a
ahead of
minute.
time.
Hey, oh,
No,
ain't you
it's-
got no imagination?
It is a rather generic-looking statue. He's a very strong-looking man, but there aren't very many fine details. And in fact, looking at it, you can see that the statue is it has been worn away by the weather. Even though it's beautiful right now, you maybe get the sense that when there is weather around here, it's very strong weather. So just like wind and rain and stuff like that has worn down. It does look like an old statue that's been here for quite a while, but he's just like a big muscular guy. He's got a long beard that goes down to the middle of his chest, and just like very solid. And he's got a short sword in his hand.
It's a pretty cool dude.
Sorry, just a little
I agree.
housekeeping here. What's the name of this place that we're at right now?
Palma Flora.
Oh, this is Palma
P-A-L-
Flora. Okay, so I didn't
Yeah.
realize that's where we had reached. My bad.
Yeah, you got to Palma Flora first here. And you do see that that it is a bit of a fountain as well, and there is some water, and you can see some glittering in the water.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, all of you can. It's not. There's some water around. It's like a fountain, and there's some shiny things in the water.
Can I look at and investigate those shiny things?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I don't know why you guys keep letting me do this, because I am not good at it.
Because you keep asking.
Yeah, with advantage, right?
No. Unless is somebody helping? Is somebody gonna help Grimdor?
Is somebody gonna
I
help?
can help. I can help Grimdor out. I'm
Okay,
very good
so
at looking
Sven
for
helps
things.
you
I will
out.
help Grimdor.
Oh, crit!
He points out here. That one's a little bit closer, and you look, and you can see that they appear to be silver pieces.
Oh,
You don't see any gold pieces, and you don't see any copper pieces, but you notice that they're all silver pieces. Probably, I don't know, 30, 40, somewhere around there.
lovely.
I know that you are a bit of the stingy type, but for some reason it's kind of dawning on me that those pieces might be there for a specific reason. So don't try and pull your bread trick with them, please.
You're talking to me?
Yes. You're the one that's standing with me, and I'm the one that just helped you take a look at those. So I am talking to you. Yes.
Bread trick? What bread trick?
I am a very perceptive individual, and I do notice that you do steal the bread off the middle of the table. It does not bother me. I think
Stealing?
probably
How
might come-
dare you call it stealing? That is our
Okay,
food. It was
taking-
brought to us. And I just hold on
Yes,
to
yes,
it
yes.
in case we need it.
Just, that's good. That's good. Now, just don't try and hold on to the silver pieces. We have enough gold to get us through.
I would never. There are social constructs, Sven.
Well, I know that. I just want to make sure you know that.
Oh, because I'm a dragonborn. I wouldn't understand
said
the
that.
ways of you
No,
other
no.
people.
Don't just go pull the race card here, okay? Like, it's because you steal the bread. That's why I'm
Doug just
talking to you about
started
this.
laughing. It's too good.
And as you guys are standing here, you do see that there are other people around. Just north of here, there are some little stalls, little tables set up, and there are people walking through from there down to the southern port of the island, and on around back and forth around where you guys are.
I want to like nudge Grimdor with my elbow. Hey, do you think any of them have bread? And I'll just laugh, like jokingly.
And I'm just gonna look dejected, completely like dumbfounded.
Aw, don't be crusty. Bread is great. And I'll just start walking towards like the areas that look like they're like stores or stand, like kiosks. Or
Yeah, they're little it looks like a miniature farmer's market of sorts.
As he walks away, I'm gonna nudge Sven and just be like, "What's got into him? Is he baked?"
I don't really know. Truthfully, I am not too sure.
Sven turns into a bomb and blows himself up.
What is this big?
Oh, man.
Good times. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go to the market.
I like
All
Let's
right,
go to the
and you can head up towards there, and like I say, it's like a miniature farmers market of sorts. There's like a half a dozen stands or so, and there's some people milling about, shopping, walking past. Mostly humans, but there's some halflings and some dwarves.
A lot of
and
freaking
some
birds,
elves.
apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are seagulls. There are seagulls all around. Quite a few of those, actually. You do see a couple of dragonborn walking past.
Oh, I do.
You do, yeah.
Would I recognize if they were Ravenite or Draconic?
Yeah, so they're Ravenites. They don't have tails. One is black and one is green. They look to be younger, probably in their 20s.
I'm gonna eye them, and maybe just do like some kind of like hand salute that I don't know to like be like what up.
Okay. And the black one looks over and sees you, and he does like a respectful head nod, but doesn't really take much note of you.
Okay. Just putting them
Wait,
on
do I
notice
notice
that I
them as
noticed
well?
them.
Do I know?
Hey Grimdo, do you know that one? Is that Doug? I think
I'm gonna start waving at
If you
them.
know one person from your hometown, does that mean you know everybody?
So first, I'm a thief, and now all Dragonborns know each other's Ven? I thought you were well traveled.
It's kind of like that weird country in Canada where everybody knows each other. You know, you know that guy Rick from Red Deer.
I'm literally staring at them, and I'm waving. I'm like literally waving at the Dragonborns, like the happiest wave from like the weirdest guy.
And the black one kind of gives you a puzzled look, and the green one, who looks a little bit shorter, and you get the sense that there may be a couple, and the black one is a male and the green one's a female. And she kind of looks over and smiles, a little bit confused as well, not quite as much of a quizzical look, but she smiles and waves back at you.
I'm going to like shake my head, kind of look at them like, ugh, and then try to shimmy or push Nug along.
And they're walking in the opposite direction. You guys are walking north towards the stalls, and they're walking south down towards the bottom part of the island.
I'm gonna turn to everybody and just say, should we go talk to them? They seemed like they were nice people.
They probably were, Nug, but they have their own business.
But how often do you see a black dragonborn? That's amazing.
You see one every day, Nug. Every day.
Well, that's because I'm traveling with one, though. We're friends. That's different.
There are many Dragonborn, Nug.
Yes, but you're the first black dragonborn I've ever seen. I've never actually seen another black dragonborn in the Empire, so this is pretty amazing to me. I don't know.
All I can say is I'm just a Dragonborn. Please don't touch my hair. Nothing?
Oh.
I laughed.
Okay, good.
Doug walks away.
Are you
No, I'm just kidding.
Adrian Beltray reference there, or am I just a baseball there?
No, it's a black people thing. You know, everybody touches black people hair.
Because people always want to touch black people's
Yep.
hair.
I did. All right. Call me ignorant.
Okay.
You're ignorant.
Don't touch people's hair with their folks.
Exactly. Doesn't
I
matter.
think like anybody,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Yeah, don't touch anybody's hair. That's weird.
That's
Hair
the-
autonomy is
wants
very
that.
important.
I mean, it's like my job, but aside from that,
Well, yeah. I mean, like,
that's
that's
don't touch
consent.
anyone's
That's
hair unless
consent.
it's your job.
yeah.
Okay. So you guys can make it up to the little farmer's market.
got a little sidetrack there.
And there's a variety of shops here. Is there anything in particular that you guys are looking for?
No, I would just like to know the name of every stall and the person behind the table.
They don't appear to have names. They're
That sucks for them.
they're just they're tables set up, wooden tables. It looks like these are kind of permanent fixtures. These tables, and whoever wants to come and use them to do some business can.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And you get the sense that that maybe it's not the same ones all the time. That it might be some seasonal thing, like if a certain kind of fruit is in season, then whoever grows that fruit would bring their stuff and use one of the stands and that kind of thing. And it kind of rotates out depending on the seasons and whoever has stuff to sell.
Is there a craft beer stand at the moment?
So you can look there, and there doesn't appear to be a craft beer stand, but you do see one place that is run by a middle-aged elven woman, and she has a couple of things on her stand. One of them being olive oil, and the other one is a dandelion wine that she's selling.
I would like to take a look at the dandelion wine, please.
Oh yes, of course. I would be happy to give you a sample if anyone would like a sample.
Oh yes, that's what I was hoping for. Yes, samples. Let's do this.
I will definitely try a sample of that.
Fuck
Yeah,
yes. Okay.
Welcome to D&D Costco.
Welcome to D&D
okay.
tequila tasting. Let's get fucked up.
So she pours out some samples. They're not very large samples for probably for some of you, but just in these little wooden cups, and yeah, it's a dry wine, and it's nice. It's a little harsh. It's not terribly sweet, but you get the sense that the alcohol content is relatively high in it. It does feel a little hot, and yeah.
I am not partaking.
So how many samples do you usually give out? Or is there other vendors here that also sell the alcohol that might have samples as well? I will definitely buy a bottle of this at some point.
Alcohol vendor, and we try to keep it just to one sample. That'll give you a taste of what it tastes like. But yes, the dandelion wine, we make it up north of the town. It's just the dandelions on my family's property, and yes, we make I think a quite nice wine, and people around here seem to enjoy it. It's 1 gold per bottle.
1 gold? Oh fuck! Just give me 5 of them then.
And so they're not huge bottles. They're like 500 ml bottles, so they're a little bit smaller than like a standard wine bottle. But yeah, she gives you 5 of those for 5 gold.
Okay. And what was the other thing she was selling?
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Zilch will ask how much for the olive oil.
The olive oil that would be 5 silver. It's my cousin makes it up north.
I'll definitely take a bottle.
There is nothing like good olive oil.
Perfect. And would you like a sample of that? I have some bread you could taste it with.
Oh yeah.
Grimdor, watch.
And she cuts off a little piece of fresh bread and lets you taste the olive oil, and it's pretty good.
I'll take a bottle.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. If you like our wine right now is available by the glass down at the tavern, the Riptide Inn down by the water.
Ooh, Riptide Inn. Do they also sell ale?
Oh yes, of course they have all sorts of beers and spirits and whatnot down at the Riptide.
That's amazing. Thank you very much.
Is it so rad, bro? Just going down the ripside.
Stop it.
And so you can see there are some other stands there. There's someone that has some sort of meat pies.
Can I jump in?
Oh yeah, sure.
Excuse me, ma'am. Would you
Yes?
know where I might be able to find some maps of this area and some of the outlying islands?
Maps. I'm sorry, I don't really have any need of a map. I've lived in the area my whole life. Perhaps one of the ship captains?
Perhaps. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Would you like to sample anything? Olive oil or...
No. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you. Have a nice day.
You as well.
And,
Who wants to sit on the beach and get fucked up? Well, that's where I'm going.
I think we need ale for that. I'm gonna go to the tavern.
I just got 5 bottles of wine.
That wine. Are we so like we're probably like 50, 60 feet away, and I just want to turn to it and say that wine was terrible. That stuff is hot garbage. I need ale.
I mean, have you ever been in an animal form and tasted
No.
really just anything? I've had like ideas to eat feces when I was in my dog form sometimes. It's very odd what you can be attuned to and like. So I thought it tasted quite good.
Oh, it's definitely a choice per person. This is just my take on it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that like that wine, but I generally don't like any wine. Ale is good.
That's fair. I would share the ale with you. So
I think I'm gonna try and get some ale, and we'll bring it to the beach because that beach is amazing.
Let's go.
How
to the
long do we
beach.
have until our captain wants us back on the boat?
You had a couple of hours, and you've probably been gone for 20 minutes to half an hour now.
Nice.
Okay.
Some day
I'll
drinking.
follow you guys. Yeah, I'm going to start day drinking at some
Yeah,
point.
and it is midday. It's probably around lunchtime or so now, maybe just after.
Also, for the record, it's now canon that Sven has eaten poop.
He's had the desire to.
He's thought about it.
I never did it. I said I had the desire. And if you're in a direwolf form,
It makes sense.
That's what they do.
It definitely makes sense.
So Nug and Sven are going to get day drunk. Grimdor and Elidyr and Zilch. Anything else you want to check out?
Would
Zilch
the-
will-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say check out the rest.
You're really quiet.
Hold on. Am I better?
A little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I will check out the rest of the stalls.
Yeah, for sure. So you see, there's a larger woman who is selling some sort of meat pies. There's a halfling that's selling looks like leather goods of some kind. A younger red-haired woman that's selling paintings. A man with mutton chops that has a flower stand. And then there's a dwarf that has a little fish stand.
I'll go to the flower stand
Okay. Yeah.
and I will go there.
Oh, wait, hello? Are you in need of flowers? Have lots of flowers?
Oh crap! I look at the stand again and realize they're flowers, not flower.
Yeah, no flowers. I have wild flowers that I collect myself. Sir, sir. Thank you.
I go over to the fish stand.
Okay.
All right, and I ask,
How you doing, boy?
did you say boy?
You're a boy to me.
Yeah. Please tell me about your catch today.
Oh well, we got some anglerfish from down in the deeps. It's a little bit of a tough catch, but I've got a couple of those, and of course we've got some shark meat, and we've got some squid in today as well. We got some squid and the shrimps, of course. We always have the shrimps.
Squid and shrimps. Right on. Well, all right. Well, how many people are on our ship?
So there is the 6 members of your group, and then there are 4 crew members.
Okay. Interesting. Listen, what would you suggest if I were to make a meal this evening for a crew? What would you suggest? Perhaps some shrimp, and I'm not sure how to cook this angler.
Oh, a shrimp boil would be good. We've got you could, if you've got some carrots and potatoes and corn. Oh,
Do you sell that as well, or is there no stall here that provides?
no, I don't have nothing like that. But if you can get some of that, then that'd make for a mighty fine boil.
Okay. Well, how expensive is your shrimp?
Oh, the shrimp. Oh, it's not that much. It's just let's see, what are we doing here? 3 silver per pound.
And there's how many on my ship?
There's 10 people
10.
in total. How many people are you feeding, boy?
I'm looking for 10.
10. All right. Well, here, let me package up how much you'll need to feed 10. As long as you got some potatoes and the lot on your boat, then yeah. Here you go. That'll be 1 gold for enough to feed everyone.
I appreciate that.
You'll eat well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'll check out the rest. What was the second stall that you said?
There was leather goods.
Chris, too, can I get you to just disconnect and reconnect again real quick? You're chipping out all over the place again like the old mic.
Uh-oh. Just stand by 1.
Thank you. Let's see if that's any better.
How am I now?
Oh, that's way better.
Better.
Better? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Just like to
Holy
look
shit.
along the stalls here.
Oh, so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like a revelation better.
Weird. All I did was just unplug and replug in. Okay.
Discord's garbage.
Okay. Okay. I will just look along the stalls again to try and find some more supplies for shrimp, olive oil based meal. Is there spices that I can find? Are there?
There is someone selling meat pies.
Is there like butter I'm looking for? Some herbs and spices, perhaps.
No, I mean, you could maybe ask that woman, but it's pretty slim pickings. This isn't like, it's not like a grocery store, right? It's whatever
Correct.
people happen to have and they want to sell at the moment.
Would there be potentially some at the inn, maybe?
Potentially, sure.
Okay. Okay. What's? I'll approach the leather shop then.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there. What's? You've got some fine leather here. Explain what you have here for me, please.
Oh, it's all my own handiwork. We've got boots and gloves and belts and all sorts of things. Nice fine vest. All leatherworking done by me.
I'm going to join him at this point in time, seeing him over at the leatherworking.
What can I interest you boys in?
Hello,
Sorry, go
Grimdor.
ahead, Zilch. I didn't mean to...
Oh, please, Grimdor. Welcome. I'm just looking at some leather work. Do you fancy any?
Well, I would like something that might dampen the sound of this armor I'm wearing.
Oh, go right ahead.
Is that possible? I really know nothing of leatherwork.
I can make it look nicer. I don't know. That's pretty pretty loud armor. I saw you coming from over there. Yeah. I don't think I have the skill for that. It's my stuff looks nice, but I don't think it's gonna dampen any of your clanging, my man.
Fair enough. What would you have in the way of maybe a larger bag to carry more, let's just say, baked goods?
Oh yeah, I've got some fine backpacks. Absolutely,
Like
got a large one here.
How large?
So he pulls out a backpack that is actually pretty large. It's you would wager almost double the size of the kind of like side bag that you have right now, and it is like a backpack, like a kid's going to school, sling that backpack on your back.
Wow,
like a knapsack, yeah.
What about like a duffel bag styled thing that I could like a hockey bag?
Like a hockey bag, yeah. I don't have anything quite that big. I could certainly make it. It would take me a few days, but I could make one for you if you want to come back.
Zilch, are we returning to this island?
I don't have an answer for you, my friend.
I'll get back to you about that. That actually sounds interesting, but I'm not sure we're returning.
Yeah, no trouble. If you wanna commission me to make a bag like that, absolutely, not a problem.
Great, thank you.
And you do see as you're over there, it seems like it's pretty decent leather work that he's done there. Everything looks really nice, and it seems pretty good quality work that he's done there on the belts and gloves and whatnot that are on display. Nice pair of boots too.
Oh, great. Just before I leave, would you happen to know where I could find maps of the area?
Maps. Probably one of the ship captains, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, thank you. I assume I could find them in the inn or down by the docks.
Yeah, I mean, maybe somebody's got something.
Okay, great. No, I mean the captains.
Oh, the captains. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, boats come and go, but yeah, that's in their off time. That's usually where you can find them.
Aye, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna I'll leave you to it, Zilch.
I'm done here. I'm good. Thank you. I'll take my leave.
And Elidyr, is there anything you want to look at in the shops here?
I'll probably just like follow along with everyone and maybe just like keep my eyes peeled for just interesting things, but I'm not really like looking for anything particular.
Okay.
Could I take a look around the... Sorry, were you done, Elidyr? I zoned out briefly, but I thought you were...
Oh, I was just going to say one more thing for Elidyr there. And,
yeah, go for it.
I would say that you're looking around just looking for whatever seems the most interesting, and it's probably... Oh, what's that?
Anything that catches my eye, like...
Yeah, what would catch your eye the most probably is the woman doing the paintings. They're very large paintings, and some of them are already done, and you can see that she's working on one right there, and they look to be very vibrant. Some of them are landscapes, and some of them look like they're in a town. They look like they're maybe in very, very specific places. But yeah, she's just sitting there, not really paying attention to people walking around. She's just doing some paintings. They look quite nice. They're very vibrant, very bright paints. It seems like she's using.
I maybe just like watch her paint for a bit.
Yeah. And she doesn't pay any attention to you. She's just doing her painting, doing her work.
Yeah. And like maybe like after a while I'll like go up and say excuse me.
Yes, hon.
places are these that you're painting?
Oh, these are places that people want to go.
People want to go.
People tell me where they want to go, and I paint them a picture of there.
Sketchy.
Do you know what these places look like? I'm confused.
Well, they describe them to me, and I use my artistic, abilities of sorts, and I do my best to replicate their description.
They're very nice. They look very nice.
Why, thank you. Why, thank you. I work very hard on them. You can go to those places through the picture, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, you can climb right on through them and go there.
You can climb through those? Are they magic?
Through mine. Yeah, they're magic.
Wow. What kind of sceneries are there? Like you said, like kind of the beach or something?
Yeah, one of them is of actually you recognize it as being of Palmaflora, and it's the beach over near where you guys got off the boat. One of them is it looks like a very large old tree in the center of a town. You can see some buildings off around it, and it looks like it's in kind of a town square somewhere. And one of them is a cave. It's very dark. This is the one that's not as vibrant as the rest. It's a little darker, but it's kind of a cave entrance, and you can see some water off in the distance. And then she's working on another one, and it's really kind of hard to tell what the one is that she's working on right now.
Yeah, like I probably see like the one of like the caves, and I sort of look at it and I sort of point at it and go, where is this one go?
That one goes quite far away. Way past Jorhas. Have you heard of the Blight Shore?
Would I have heard of the Blight Shore?
Probably not. Make a history check.
I'm good at my history. I think my history is very good as well.
Hmm. 16. You have heard of it. You don't know much about it. You just know that that's what they call so right now you are on the western coast of Wildemount. The Blight Shore is the eastern coast of Wildemount.
Oh, okay.
On the other side of Jorhas.
Yeah, like she says that, and there's like a second where I think about it, and I go, oh, never mind then. They look very nice though. I just turned around to leave.
Okay. Well, thank you, dear. And so you guys head down, and so I guess Nug and Sven, were you guys going to the beach to drink the dandelion wine, or were you going down to the Riptide?
I wanted to go just to the Riptide to get a whole
Nice,
bunch
Chris.
of beer.
Yeah. So you
also actually,
Go ahead.
sorry, just before, is there like a quick like general store that we can run to get like something like a journal to write stuff in or something of that sort? Like,
make an investigation check.
uh-oh, not so good at that.
Nice.
Oh, well.
A 19. So you look around and you can see that there are some buildings off to the west, and you go take a look over there, and it doesn't really look. These look like there may be some residential type places. So there aren't really any businesses over there. There is a place that is off to the other side on kind of the northeastern section that looks like a small farm of sorts that looks like you could probably go up and make purchases there, but it seems like they'd be selling like you could get like a chicken or a pig or some vegetables or something like that up there.
All right, I'll just go to the inn then, or sorry, the tavern, and
Yep.
try and buy some beer.
Okay. So you go down there, and it's pretty loud. It's you've probably all been gone the better part of an hour at this point. And there's a lot of people there. It's pretty busy, and you go and you can see that there are fences around the northeast and western portion of like an outdoor patio kind of thing. And there's a very large bar, and you guys can all see that it's like a wraparound bar right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With seats at it, and there is a building there that looks like it would function as an inn. You kind of get the sense that people that are traveling into town would probably stay there. And there's a lot of people around there. They're having drinks. There's a couple of bartenders running around making drinks. And the things down below here, these are tables and chairs that aren't necessarily part of the tavern, but this place isn't a nanny state like Ontario, so you can actually take your drinks out from the tavern out onto the beach if you wanted, and nobody's going to care or stop you. And some people have done that, but you could bring your own stuff up to these tables out here as well. It's not really part of the tavern, but it's pretty bustling.
All right.
And looking at the people, I would say that everyone seems pretty well dressed. You guys are wearing way more clothing than anyone else here. Some of them are in swimsuits. Some of them are in like light dresses, shorts, and that kind of thing. And they're not like all like done up with armor ready for battle.
I'm in full
like you
plate
guys
with
are.
like weapons all over me.
Yeah, and you're like clank, clank, clank. Nobody takes too much. Nobody's really taken aback by that. You get the sense that there are people that come in off of ships that are dressed like you from time to time, but maybe not as frequently in Palmaflora as in places like Port de Molly.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the bar. Say, barkeep.
What can I get you? And you see, this is a dragonborn. It's not the same one that you saw before, although you do see that couple. They're out at one of the tables out more towards the beach. But the bartender is a dragonborn as well.
Nice.
He's red.
All right. I would like to purchase ale
Of
in a
course.
large quantity.
Large quantity of ale. That's our specialty. He gets you a very,
Those are my
very
favorite
large
word.
mug. A very
I
large
will-
mug of very cold ale.
I will do this same thing.
All right, very well.
I
Two
will
of
do
them.
the same things. You give me the beers. Okay.
Sir, have you already been drinking?
You see a trail of 3 empty bottles of dandelion wine behind me. No, I haven't drank anything.
Yeah, he doesn't drink. He's just,
Stone sober.
he's our friend.
Hey, guys. You don't have to worry about it around here. If you hadn't already been drinking, I'd be concerned.
Yeah, he's hammered.
Here's your beers.
Yeah. Can I have 2, please?
I like this man.
Yeah, we like our customers. And he gets you a couple of beers, Nug, and one for you, Sven. And he
All
goes
right.
about. He doesn't stay very long. He's rushing off to take another order from someone else. There's quite a few people standing around the bar.
I'm gonna toss a gold on the table then.
Perfect. Grimdor, what were you
I was
doing?
just saying I want to make my way there while they're doing that. I
Yeah, so I think you and Zilch and Elidyr follow a little bit after having talked to a couple of more vendors, and you can come on down there and you can see Nug and Sven standing at the bar as you guys come around.
Standing?
Well, maybe they're standing. Maybe they're.
I'm already
Swaying.
drinking my second one. I've already drank my first. I'm like halfway through my second. Gonna get a few more probably.
Hey, Grimdor. Hey, Grimdor.
Yes.
I hand
Do you have any?
Grimdor an ale.
Do you have any bread?
and I hand him a beer as he says that.
I hate you both. And I hand the beer back. Enjoy.
Some bread. I thought you had lots of bread.
Oh God.
What? Who told you this?
But, well, I just assumed because you took so much. Do you eat all of it?
Nothing. The most
And,
awkward response to everything. Nothing.
Nothing.
And you guys can see that there's some waitresses as well that are coming out from the inside, bringing food to people. Some of them out at the beach, some of them at tables in the kind of closed off section. There's people at the bar, and there's food to be had if you want. And it all seems like it smells really good. It's a little different than your standard pub fare, but yeah. There's food if you want it.
I would like to scan the room, not for bread,
Okay.
but for guys that look like they are possibly ship captains.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Goddamn investigations.
Or your perception. Perception is fine.
Yeah, perception's better. Or is
Is it though? Is it though? With an 8, yeah. So you can see that it's pretty busy in here. It's hard to really get a good sense of who's what. Everybody seems to be having a good time, but no one sticks out to you as being like a ship captain.
Zilch. I'm looking for a captain in here to find us a map of the area. The thought occurs to me as I say this that Morley might actually have a map to the area.
I was just about to tell you, I think Morley has a map.
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking to buy a journal. I want to draw the map in the journal because I'm pretty good at forging things now. So I think I can copy maps very accurately.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Zilch said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ditto. This is good to know. I'm glad that you're on top of things now. And thank you, Zilch.
I think we should go find Myrtle.
I
I'm
think
going to buy
someone should
2
bring
more
her-
large beers and 1 small beer. And I'm going to start going towards the beach because, I think she was chilling over there. I'm going to go back to the
chilling on
area
the beach. Yeah.
I'm going to go back to that area.
And you guys, after having a few drinks and walking around town a little bit here, you know that it is kind of getting closer to a couple of hours that you've been out, and you should probably all start heading back to the ship. You don't have to, but you know that it's getting to be about that time.
Hey, Nug. I'll race you.
Okay.
Wow, Drunk Sven does not have an accent.
Ken Sven does have an accent.
Oh, that's a little bit.
I have a hot enough time with the voice, okay?
This one time I sprayed deodorant in my mouth, and
you
that
do
made
great.
me talk with an accent. Okay, good night, everybody. It's been a good stream.
Well, whenever you guys end up coming up on Myrtle, you see like 20 Myrtle-sized sand angels, and then she figured out how to add water to sand, and there is an incredibly intricate sand castle with like a giant moat, just like that's
Incredible.
bigger than her.
That's awesome.
So, if everybody is going out towards the beach and seeing where Myrtle is here, Sven, as you get out there and you start to see the rocking of the boat on the water, I'm going to get you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
21.
21.
Yeah, you've spent a lot of time traveling on the water, and you're able to hold your stomach.
Don't worry, guys. I have my sea legs. I am very good at not puking on the ship. I'm
like running ahead.
I'm gonna sound like Borat here soon.
As he's saying that, I'm like running ahead past him, kind of moving quickly and winning the race because he wanted to race. So I win.
I'm just gonna stay back and make sure Elidyr and Zilch make their way as well.
Before Zilch heads back to the boat, he'd like to try and procure any sort of spices and herbs, and perhaps some butter if he can, before he heads back to the ship.
Yeah, you could ask at the bar for that if you wanted, at the tavern, because you see there's lots of different foods coming out.
Right.
And yeah, they say, oh yeah, no, that's fine. We get that a lot, and yeah, just be what does he need? Some butter and some spices.
Some butter and spices for this amount of shrimp, and I'll show him.
Oh yeah, no, that's easily done. Here, yeah, just a couple silver.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Perfect. You're able to get that, no problem. All right, so you guys all make it onto the ship, and you can see.
Wait, I brought a little beer for Myrtle first, so when we see her sandcastle.
I would also like to scoop as much of the sand as I can into my bag.
Pocket sand.
Okay. So
awesome.
You just like fill up the rest of your bag with sand?
Maybe not the rest, like a reasonable amount without it while it's still being carryable.
Okay, yeah. Your bag is probably pretty full at this point, I'm guessing, based on what you're carrying and how big your bag must be with the size of you.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But you're able to definitely get a few handfuls of sand in there.
That sounds great.
Okay. And so Nug comes up to you with a small beer.
I hand her the small beer and I say, I think I just stole these mugs and I think I kind of feel bad. And I pass her, I give her the small beer because I kind of just realized I stole those mugs.
Oh, well, thank you. What kind of beer is it?
Cold.
I take a sip and I'm
Just
like,
kind of confused. Saying it kind of confused, like, you know?
It's just as gross as all the other beers. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But it is quite cold, which does actually hide and dampen the taste a little bit.
I will keep sipping on it, mostly out of politeness. Also, I've been hanging out in a bunch of dry sand.
Yeah, you're probably
are we still docked?
Yep.
So why is the world still moving?
I will. I'm going to start. You see Sven manically running up and down the stairs and grabbing pieces of non-flammable things to put on the deck of the boat, and then trying to makeshift a fire, and maybe grabbing some sand from the beach to put underneath it, because his whole goal was to get drunk on the beach in the sand and have a bonfire. So he wasn't able to do that. So he's going to make one on the ship.
And Morley sees you doing this. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing on my ship? You're making a mess. What's going on?"
Well, if I get enough, oh, no, that's Irish now. If I get enough non-flammable things, it will not catch the ship on fire. So we have fire on the board. Yes.
Yeah,
he's drunk.
Yeah, we're definitely not having fire on the boat, aside from down in the brazier, down in the break room. So, you wanna have some dinner? That's great. Did you just piss yourself or something?
No, this is a very long sigh at you for being the no fun captain around here.
Yeah, whatever, man. When it's your ship, you can do what you want. But this is my ship, and you ain't setting it on fire.
Fine. I'll sulk away.
All right. So we got our stuff unloaded, and we're ready to head out. So you guys got all your stuff you need there in Palmaflora? You ready to go to Sudakoto?
I look
All
around.
right.
Is everyone there? Are we all on the ship right now?
I think so.
All right.
Captain Morley
Yes, we
was
are.
trying to procure a map of the area and the islands in the area. Are you? Is this something you might have?
Well, I don't exactly use a map exactly.
Oh, Tyler, I think your mic is bouncing back.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I got a little something that's a little bit better than a map. It's one of the things that my compadres and I took off with from 3 earrings to the ship. It's better than a map.
Like a GPS?
What's that?
I don't know. I made it up.
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, it's not exactly a map, but kind of works the same way.
What
a little
is
bit
it?
better. Well,
Can we
look,
see it?
let's get out on the water and yeah, I can show you guys. I suppose you've been all right. You helped me out with the fish guys, and yeah. Let's get out on the water, and then I'll show you.
Just before we leave, why were we coming to Palmaflora?
Yeah, drop off.
Morley
Oh,
had
this
like
was just
some
for
stuff
him.
that he.
Right.
Yeah, it was a
he
job he had
dropping
to
off
do, I
there.
think.
Yeah.
None of us inspected any of that. Oh well.
Insight check, maybe?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, inspected what he was carrying or anything like that.
That's true.
Oh.
We didn't even think of that. Yeah.
We didn't even take a look at any of it.
I'm
Yeah.
still a little bit butthurt that I wasn't around for the paintings.
But Nug wouldn't think of that kind of stuff. He's a nice guy.
Maybe you guys will come back to Palmaflora.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, right. Are we ever returning to Palmaflora? Because there's a guy here that could make me a thing.
I feel like we're leaving right now, aren't we? We don't really have time to.
Hey, you never know. We might be back
I mean, like
someday.
we might be back someday, but like,
I mean, I come back here all the time. Like we're gonna probably come back here when we come back from. Well, assuming you guys come back from Sudakoto, then this is where I'm coming first. It's the closest stop, and it's kind of where I usually work out at. So I'll come back here.
Right.
so we'll probably end up coming
Perfect.
back on our way back then. If we come back, I don't know where we're going.
Yeah,
That
well,
would
your
be-
mom didn't come back, so I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, you do.
Hey. Well,
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
if we
it's
don't
fair,
get killed
though.
by lizard people, we'll come back here. So it'll be perfect.
Oh no, those lizard guys are all right. I don't think they're the problem. I don't know what's
Oh.
on that island.
I mistook this complete. All right, that's perfect.
No, the lizard guys, they don't like you don't mess with them. They don't mess with you unless your mom messed with them. But I don't know. She was there for a couple of months there at least before she started not showing up. So she always talked about how she was making contact with them and like having
And from-
conversations and learning about them.
From what I heard, she was basically like an anthropologist, so I can't really see why they'd have issues with her.
Yeah, I don't know what that word means, but to say it again, I'm going to take it as an insult.
Well, all right then. I won't use anything over 2 syllables.
All right, well, I don't know what syllables means neither.
Oh Jesus.
So Sven comes back up like an angry toddler. Okay. Just hear me out. Hear me out. I do know how to start the fire, and then I can end the fire really, really quickly. So we could just start like a little fire, and then I can end it whenever you tell me to end it.
Look, man,
And that
you
way
want to have
I get to fire.
You want to have a fire? I'll give you 15 more minutes. You guys, you go out and have a fire. Do whatever you want. You got.
He doesn't even let you. Sven doesn't even let you
do
finish.
what you want.
He's off the boat. He's all right.
So you guys have like 15 minutes to do anything you want.
With that, I'll be back, and I'm going to run off to the leatherworker dude and commission him to make that bag.
That's easily done. So you can commission him to make that bag, and yeah.
Did I get his name?
You did not.
Can I get a name for my notes?
Sure. This is Tandri Lawson.
Tandri Lawson. Okay, thank you, sorry.
I definitely did not just select that from a list of random names I have beside me.
From a random name generator.
Oh, I thought you actually had a plan because you said Tandri, like tanned leather.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, that was.
Oh,
Happy
there we go.
accidents.
Tandri
Happy
Lawson.
Hey-yo.
He's a younger halfling, probably in his early to mid 20s. He has a little bit of a beard, which you don't see in many halflings.
Okay, cool, thank you. That's what I needed to do.
All right, so I guess
Okay,
we're
and
gonna
Sven?
enjoy a 15-minute fire.
Zilch will not join the fire, and he'll take that 15 minutes to quietly go down to the kitchen of the boat and start cooking up the shrimp.
I thought you were going to say steal the bread.
There's no bread to steal.
Nug's gonna run back to the and buy 2 more beers and come back to the
Yep, no problem.
ship.
Get some sugary. Get the sugary puffs. Get the sugary puffs things. You put on the fire.
Drunk Sven is best Sven.
Sugary puffs?
He's talking
It's
about marshmallows.
The marshmallows.
Oh, Jesus.
Get the sugary puffs. You put them on the fire and eat them. No? Okay.
You put things on the fire and then eat them afterwards? I've never heard of these.
Well, you do that with food all the time. That's how we cook the food.
Well, not on.
How did you not know
fire.
that?
You like cook it over a fire.
And the sugary puffs, you put them near the embers so they don't light on fire because you can burn yourself in the face.
I've never seen these sugary puffs before, but now I'm interested.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for them because I don't think they have them here. Nug won't get them for me if they do.
Nug is way too drunk for this.
Okay, so like next big thing is we need to find sugary puffs.
Next
Okay.
mission. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next
First-
mission.
Yeah.
Maybe the lizard people will have sugary puffs.
I'm
They
not going to
definitely
hold my
will.
breath on it, but maybe.
We'll just keep our fingers crossed, I guess.
Okay.
All right. So you have your fire. There's no sugary puffs to be had, but you have a nice little afternoon fire on the beach.
I'm gonna catch the end of the fire.
You can sit and have enjoy your beers on the beach. And Grimdor makes his way back from the leather worker, and Morley's up on the front of the boat and calling down to you guys onto the beach. All right, let's go. It's time to go. We're shipping out, so get on board.
Roger that.
I do as the green man says.
I do so begrudgingly because I'm having fun in the sand again.
I'm going to control flames and kill the fire, and then look at him. Go, this could have been us. This could have been on the ship.
Yeah, maybe another time, lover boy.
I'm just gonna come back and like grab Sven's hand and just like slowly lead him towards the boat.
It's fine. I'm okay. I will do this.
We'll grieve the fire together.
Okay.
So you guys get on the boat, and if you want to watch, you can see Morley and Hazelwood and Lawrence and Tycho going about their business, and they seem like they're 3 of them anyway. Seem like they're a well-oiled machine. Tycho, he keeps like asking, "Do I pull this?" and then somebody has to come over and show them what to do, but they get everything done, and they turn around and start heading south away from Palmaflora.
Nice.
And as Palmaflora disappears into the distance, you guys maybe head downstairs towards the sleeping quarters / kitchen, and it smells quite nice down there.
Zilch is using a little bit of the olive oil, a little bit of the herbs and the butter to saute the shrimp, and he's cooking up the shrimp that I procured on the beach there, and within 15 minutes, it's almost ready.
So you guys walk into here, and you see Zilch cooking up a storm. It smells delicious.
What are you making, Zilch?
It smells awesome in here.
Yeah.
No sampling. You wait until it's finished.
Oh,
I love sand.
Oh, I just figured you were making it for you.
I continue with my work.
I'm gonna come over to Zilch and be like, "Did you need some bread for this?" And I'm gonna pull out a loaf of bread for this lovely meal that he's making.
Nug just yells, "Yes!"
Actually, and I kind of look at you folks, and I kind of look and observe you folks, and realize y'all been drinking. All right, yeah, actually, some bread probably be very helpful for you folks. Perhaps I can.
Do you need any more flames? I can make them.
Oh no! No helping. No helping.
You sure? I'm good at it.
No.
I'm good at it.
Everyone just chill.
how come you're offering bread to Zilch, but you didn't give it to Sven?
When did
That's
Sven
mean.
need bread?
I mean, look at him.
Oh, right. I don't imbibe, so
This
Sven, would you
isn't
like
as
some
much
bread?
as much fun anymore. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Okay, and you do, and you
Drunk
sober
Sven,
up.
best Sven.
You guys
Oh
are
my
really
god,
no.
that's so convenient.
You guys are really no fun. Okay, I was
Sven.
trying to have a fun day, and you guys just.
We got a fire. It was
we don't
great.
get many days off. Okay, and last time I checked, we're generally in danger all the time. So excuse me for trying to have some fun around here.
Sven makes
My
a
bad.
really good point.
Hey, I enjoyed the fire and
I made
all
a
the beer.
sandcastle.
That was an awesome sandcastle.
Also, there was lots of like sand angels that I made.
Sven, if you ever want to de-drunkify yourself, I can cleanse the alcohol poisoning without you straining yourself by using any, too much of your power. And he
just
puts his fist out power, like so awkwardly.
Yes, power.
So you could just ask for that, and I can, it's free.
Oh, this is happening.
That's good to know.
Sven, you didn't find it fun?
I'm just going to fist bump him.
It wasn't a fun
I still
day
fist
taking
bump,
up the
but
merman?
I'm so drunk, so I might miss.
I am more drunk at the captain. That is who I'm more mad at. More drunk. I'm not more drunk at anybody. Did I just get a contact
Where are
high?
you?
Did I just get a contact high from
You
Doug?
pretend to be drunk and then.
I'm just so frazzled by the captain right now. This is what's happening.
Can I sneak up beside Zilch and try to slowly sneak my hand in and grab a shrimp before everything's done?
Yep, sure. Make a stealth check.
Oh god.
Oh
no.
shit.
Oh no, you didn't.
Zilch just trying to do nice things and you're fucking with him.
It
just smells really good.
He's never nice to any of us.
My rolls are absolutely terrible. Would this count as something that I would have to use quietness for?
I mean, he's cooking, so it's like he's right there, so he could see you.
Well, I would assume that is he not facing away, or just like I just assume like when you're cooking on the ship, it would be facing away. But if he's looking
ahead.
right at me, then I don't want to try.
No, go ahead. Roll it at advantage. You've got your thing.
Okay.
Oh God.
Natural 20.
Oh, crit!
That's a 28 total.
Okay, yeah. No,
So my one natural 20.
you are able to sneak a shrimp and
Very sneaky.
make a Constitution saving throw. Because you took this right out of the pan.
Fish. Oh, I guess it's hot though, right?
It's real
hold
hot.
on. Constitution saving
It's whether it's going to
throw.
burn your mouth or not.
15.
15. It's really hot. It doesn't burn your mouth, but you start going.
I do that thing with like when you're chewing something that was too hot, and you just go.
And Zilch, go ahead and make a perception check
Oh shit.
against that 15.
Oh shit. Oh, my perception's +2. Here we go. 17.
17.
Wow.
So you didn't see her sneak it, but you see her going with something in her mouth.
I stop and I look at her and say, "What are you doing? You're too close."
I'm singing the song of my people.
Make a deception check.
Oh, that's great.
18.
18. She's singing the song of her people. She's just weird.
Yeah.
So I'll stare at her and I'll say, "You're too close. It'll be ready soon."
I take a half a step back, and I just stop.
I look down and I assume it should be ready shortly, and I'll take it from the pan and I'll start to plate it into a large bowl, I suppose, and make some toothpicks or something and put it into the communal area and plate it, try and make it look good.
Okay. So you dish this up for everyone, and you are all able to sit down. The crew comes down to join you, and it's the whole lot of you there. And Morley says, "Hey, you doing some cooking down here? It smells pretty good."
I have a passion in the arts of cooking, and I hope to share some of that with you.
Oh yeah, well, it smells great. Hey, Lawrence, come on. Hazelwood, we got some food here. This a lovely guest of ours is doing some cooking. Hey,
I'd
Tycho,
like to bless
Tycho,
the
you
meal.
can have some too. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, do your religious stuff. I don't care. Go for
There's
it.
enough here for everyone.
You just see like a flash out of like my medallion when I touch it, and just like a little bit gold glittery shit happening, and like lights and stuff, and then it's just that's it. Okay, it's blessed.
All right.
Okay,
well,
Ricky.
Does it taste any better? Does that
No.
do anything? No. Well.
Let's
Hey,
eat.
All right.
Just so you guys know, this is a very big step for Zilch, I think. So I just want to
I never would
say
have
thank you.
expected him. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is
would like to
amazing.
say thank you to him for this lovely meal and for taking the time to think about us in this aspect. And I think it's good for us to have a nice family dinner together. So thank you, Zilch, for providing this for us.
Here, here.
Here.
Yeah.
Thanks,
oh,
Zilch.
shit. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Just.
Thank you, Zilch.
I would like to give him a hug.
Oh.
We know you love us. We know you love us.
I kind
We're slowly going on you.
of tense up
as Myrtle hugs me, and I just sit there like a plank, like.
I'm fairly certain I'm just tall enough to hug your leg, anyways. So.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Let's all hug though.
All of us, everyone.
And you all gather around for.
I think I heard something on the top deck. I'll be back.
We actually just like hear him die on the inside.
Maybe even on the outside too.
It's too much. The garlic is it's if you eat it now it's better. It cooks it too. It just the aroma helps.
And you all squeeze harder and longer. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight. The big group hug.
Yay. All right. Ty, listen, take us out, buddy.
All right, thank you for watching another episode of Dungeons and Dice.
Oh, wow, it cut out. Okay, bye.